All narcissists engage in humiliation rituals. This may include hazing, bullying jokes, or outlandish work requests. In my experience around these people, more than I would have liked, I believe that narcissists actually cannot fully grasp humility as a concept. So where does our humility go? Where does it belong? Empaths have never actually bought into the concept of humiliating someone else. We find these displays immature, tedious, and pathetic. We have to watch bosses berate employees and politicians blackmailing each other back and forth as if we don't already know what's going on. Empaths watch humiliation rituals as a display of the abuse of power, not a power move. Webster's dictionary defines humility as freedom from pride or arrogance. Freedom from is interesting here because empaths love being free from things. When an empath is free, they can connect to themselves. They can reflect on their lives and on the state of things. Narcissists only compete with one another. Humiliation, defined by Webster's dictionary, is the act of reducing someone to a lower position in one's own eyes or others' eyes. And position is the key word here. Narcissists cannot understand an egalitarian system. They must mentally change it to a one-up, one-down hierarchy. Narcissists are not just obsessed with other people's opinions, they are dependent on them. If humility is a sparkly new buzzword, then like the new iPhone, they simply must have it. It's all another layer to their performance, however. Being modest is a tactic, not a value. Real humility threatens them because it actually has nothing to do with them at all. Obviously, the empath cannot be humble within the narcissistic relationship. When an empath is free from delusions like superiority, they can listen to the subtle synchronicities of their life. An empath can humbly assess their own failures as feedback. An empath can humbly admit who they really are and who they really are not. As a side note, we're using Merriam-Webster just for a baseline definition. If in the future they are revealed to be robber barons and they have a spectacular downfall and another legacy is shattered, so be it. I'm an SRA survivor, and even I think this is too many conspiracy theories. However, SRA is real. Okay, back to the definition. Merriam-Webster defines power as the ability to act or produce an effect. A funny thing happens when someone is actually humble. People do hand them an immense amount of power. That's why narcissists fake it so hard. You'll see this trotted out as sanctimonious religiosity or self-pitying victim narratives from politicians. Narcissists know that humble people are given power. We are right to trust a humble person because they are free from delusions, and living in reality makes you much safer to deal with. Also, living in reality makes you much more likely to produce an effect, like sales or revenue, if you're looking at true and valid information, and you can be held accountable for your actions. We may transact and laugh with the arrogant, but it's the humble that we let in. So shouldn't we own that power? Humble people can know about it and realize that you are who the narcissist was emulating all along. Essentially, when we clear away delusions of grandeur and humble ourselves to the idea that God does have a plan for us and some kind of purpose for us here, we can honor our responsibility to serve the world and not the narcissist.